G'day, cobbers. Why can't I hear this game? Or maybe I can. Am I here? Am I live? It champions. Hi Tom needed to be translated into Hi Tom. Bailey, good to see you. One of the very few members. Excellent to have you here. A green name, how rare. Josh, Ambrose, me. How's it going, champions? We are exploring a desktop today. By golly, does that sound interesting? We can't change our language later. Should we commit to Spanish? We'll try English. Oh gosh, does anyone get nostalgia over these old booting screens? Halibut, Maximus, or Admin? Alright, we can't actually do anything except Halibut yet. Alright, I guess we're Halibut. I would have gone Maximus, as I am the Maximus attractionist. Ooh, we can drag windows. Replace mouse and keyboard, X. Oh, I can edit this and say it's like a real desktop chat. Task list 2. My God. A desktop. Buy speakers compatible with PC. These are already X'd, which makes me think that these are done. Ethernet port is completely broken. Well, how are we supposed to get on the internet, matey? Check Chronolog software. It should be in my start menu at the bottom left corner of my desktop. I guess that's where we're starting, eh? Hey, Pat, good to see you. Your laptop has been failing to mouse intermittently lately. I didn't know mouse was a verb, matey. Oh, it's even changed the name down here to task list 2 because I resaved it. Oh, we can see it on the desktop. Look at this. It's like I'm on a real desktop. Okay. Chronolog. Hey, that's not me. Select an entry to read its context or create a new one to get started. Happy journaling. For the brightest lass in the 77 seas, every day it becomes a bit harder for me to remember. Every once in a while I'll have what my doctor calls lucid periods and recall memories I never may think of again. I leave you this information along with my computer. Right, so we're on someone else's computer who's lost their memory. There are other users, the previous owners of this computer. There's a strange program called Desktop Explorer. It's inside the OpenMe folder on the desktop. Okay, I can't open you yet, champion. The password for it is your nickname. So that's not going to be the Windows username because we're not the same person who set up this desktop. Put everything in the recycling bin and empty it. Who's there, me? We have to figure out our own nickname. It's all related to the disappearance of someone I cared about. In this computer you'll find my most intimate thoughts. I trust you with them since the only thing I admire more than your wits is your kind heart. I want to end this letter with a poem. If we're apart, look at the moon, for I will do too. If I am gone, look at the stars, for I am with you. Goodbye, Guppy, your uncle. I think I know what our nickname is. Welcome to Chronolog. Select an entry to read its contents. Oh. So, I didn't write this. I just clicked a thing and it sort of populated. So I guess our character has populated this log. Today was the last day before my uncle left for intensive care. It was very surreal having him hug me while I was crying because he didn't even know why I was so sad in the first place. This is his old computer. I replaced the mouse, keyboard, and speakers, but I couldn't hook up any internet connection. It doesn't really matter. Everything I need is here. I just read the letter he left me. I thought I had no more tears left in me, but I was wrong. I feel like it's the start of a detective mission. It's time to install Desktop Explorer and see what this is all about. The password for the folder. Uncle Hal was the only one to call me by that nickname. This one's for you, Captain Halibut. About 4 seconds for you, Ambrose. That's pretty good. I do have it on... There's various settings for how quick the chat comes through, and I've got it on the fastest. Alright, we're putting in Guppy. Cheers, Uncle Halibut. We're installing Desktop Explorer on the desktop inside the game Desktop Explorer. Oh, it's Clippy. Pizarro. Hello, thank you for installing Desktop Explorer. Wait a second, I remember you. Do you remember me? It's your old friend Pizarro. Non-flat simulation. Yeah, there's settings. I can make that flat and get rid of the CRT thing, but we're going to keep it as authentic as possible. I don't blame you. After all, it's been a while, hasn't it? I'll go over everything as if it was your first time installing Desktop Explorer. Desktop Explorer offers the best experience when it's understanding the user's needs. Let's see what we're working with. Wow, I see you're a pretty average user. How does it know? Nothing wrong with that. You'll be presented with puzzles around basic computer usage. Pretty simple stuff. If we've got any Gen Alpha people in the chat, you're probably going to have no idea what's going on. But this is what life was in the 90s. Puzzles will look like this. Your goal is to find the password and unlock the next puzzle folder. Well, we've already found one. It won't always be this easy, though. Won't it, Pizarro? I don't think you know who you're messing with. We are an average user, matey. Also, sub-menus are your friends. Most programs have sub-menus. These tools could come in handy, you know. Deception, indeed. Who knows what you might find? These puzzles will test your ability to think outside the box. The world is your oyster. It's a bit creepy. Be creative and have fun. Try to keep up and remember all the details. I don't know what that said when it flashed up there. Take your time, my friend, and good luck. Alright, well, you can sort of... Is Pizarro being blocked at the moment? We'll put Pizarro there. I know I've got me in the bottom left and chat in the bottom right. I had to take the... We have aircon being installed, so I've taken the green screen down if anyone's wondering about that. Remember, if you ever need a system, click on that light bulb icon in your taskbar below me to help you out. Alright. So we got a hand holding a ring or something. I don't think I can make it any bigger. And the mouth of a cave. We don't need no assistance, he says, before failing the first puzzle. You are lost. You find yourself between the sea and a lush forest, dragging your feet in the sand of a beach you've never seen before. Aside from your wits and senses, you bear only a small compass which has been damaged in a fall. Among the shore's dark rocks, you spot what looks to be an entrance of a cave. There's the password. Approaching it reveals that its entrance is narrower than you expected. Letters written in the sand start to fading away as it starts to rain heavily. Before taking shelter, you manage to read some of it. You assume the cave's name, Fortuna. I'm more of a salmon guy, but if you're Fortuna, I don't think that's a problem. Right, so I guess that's the gameplay loop. We constantly go through this, and then there might be some stuff hidden in all of this nonsense as well. Write some Pizarro fanfiction. Do some Rule 34 of Pizarro and Clippy. Don't Google that if you don't know what that means. Okay, puzzle 2. Inside. So I guess these STPs are a little... oh, I can change the size of that one. Little applications with text. As you glance inside your new shelter, you notice a few cracks between the boulders on top. You quickly realize the lack of natural light in here. Despite not being able to see much in the cave's darkness, you stumble upon a stick next to a rolled up scroll. As you open it, you discover it's comically long. Alright, and I don't think I can do anything else with this. I can zoom in, zoom out. I can check the source code. Oh, there you go. It has like this shake effect in the source code. How do I turn on wrap text? Oh, there we go. Hello, David. Welcome. Good to have you here. Time to crack open solitaire, indeed. As you glance up inside your new shelter... Oh, I've already read this all. There doesn't seem to be any hints inside here. We've just got some text effects for the STP item. Alright. These images don't have great resolution. Torch.image. I mean, that doesn't help me either, mate. Oh, here's the long scroll. Chant my name, O child, and your voice will bear my fire. Comically long. Can I copy and paste in this game? When dusk surrounds me, Inanna lights my path. Alright, that's probably right. I can copy and paste. Oh, wow. Torch is on fire. Nice. The light from your this torch is as bright as you. After barely pronouncing the name you read, the tip of the stick you are holding kindled into a soft flame. You now hold a torch of suspicious origin. Shake effect. With a newly lit path, you press onto a room with a wide strip of papyrus on the floor. It's got a font on the floor. You notice strokes and writing scattered on it, along with some suspicious-looking creases. You read, "Answer quickly and answer proud. Oh, solve my riddle, say it loud. I garden the flowers with my hose. Wouldn't you know it, I use my nose." The rest of is lost within the paper's folded format. You want me to check the source code? Is that what it's asking? The answer lies in this ancient paper, think. Depending on your perspective, you say you can resize the window in your mind. Right, okay, we gotta open the paper, eh? Resize. Will this ASCII turn into... Ooh, that's almost it. Like, that looks almost like an elephant, doesn't it? But you wouldn't call it a nose. What would you call it? Nobody knows, but therefore lies the answer. I think that's the best I can get it. Alright, let's see if elephant is the answer. It's not an elephant? Oh, a trunk. Right. It's not a trunk? Okay. There it is. Oh, it's this word. Eliphaz. Right, I had to scroll down a bit. I had to make it longer. Proboscis. You get into biological there, matey. Eliphaz. First time, every time. Ah, don't you love rizzles? Keep it up. Alright, I don't think I need you two anymore. We only get one file for puzzle 4. As you solve riddle after folding the papyrus, the elephant's trunk points to the path in the distance. Was it always there? You make your way through the passageway, which leads to an empty enclosed space within the cavern. It seems to be a dead end. Just as you start to lose hope and begin to head back, you recall words of advice from a detective show you watched as a kid. Read between the lines and find the source of truth. Only there you'll crack the code. You think there are no lines on these cave walls, detective or not. What am I supposed to do? Right. I was one ahead on having to check the source code. On your left, you notice a wall that is thinner than the others. The word salve is inscribed on it. First time, every time. Wow, look at Mr. Hacker over here. You're thorough. Watching all those detective shows has definitely paid off. Passing both your hands over this cave's wall has revealed it to be different from the others. A light push is all that is needed for it to crumble. Hidden behind this neat ruse, you encounter 3 doors. 2 of them lie beside you, and the largest one in front of you. Below the central door, there's a yellow key. You try your luck using it, but the door won't budge. There's engraving on the key, but it's very hard to read. Okay, we got left door there. We got a folder for right door. I guess we open the key first. Could not open file. Contents may be corrupted. Right, that is hard to read. Rename duplicate properties. Restore file to original state. Oh, okay, that's probably just if I edit the file and I stuff up, I can restore it. Meet in the left door rune. As you open the left door, you see just a wall with a rune inscription painted on it. Below the rune, you can see a word in an alphabet you can read. Is this the name of the rune? Miet and Renna. As you open the right door, you see just a wall with a rune inscription painted on it. Is this related to the other door? What do we need to do? Let me check the source code of this, see if there's anything in here. Oh, yeah? You barely make out the words, an image is worth 1,000 words. But it seems like we need to solve key before we solve puzzle door. Sorry if you can hear some noise, there's some sanding going on downstairs, champions. Shouldn't be too long. But what do we do with this file? Key.exe. NextOS can't convert the file to the extension specified. File contents may be unreadable. Key.stp. Oh, there we go. There we go. You hold the key tightly and concentrate. You're very close, but you struggle to form a clear image in your mind. Nothing in the source code. So is it just going to be Miet and Renna? I can try that, but that doesn't really seem right. Alright, what about we do it the other way? Rena Miet. No. Struggle to form a clear image in your mind. I get it. We gotta change this to the image extension. Big brain. Boom goes the dynamite. Every lock obeys Portinus. Nice. Now playing etchedwalls.amp. What a great imagination you have. IMG highlighted. Great work. We haven't actually used these runes yet. Maybe I'll like... Can I copy and paste this across? Is that copy? Compress with file flattener. I'm just wondering if there's a way I can store these ones I haven't used, but I don't really... Control X and Control C aren't doing me much. Oh well, we'll just have to remember. Puzzle 4. We have not used all the clues. You reshape the key and reveal its message. You turn the lock with it. A small chamber like a closet is behind the big central door. The rock walls of this compartment are completely covered with the same etched phrase. Dare to say my name. You know from experience that speaking aloud holds some type of power. Examining the room, you are sure that the only way forward is to call their name, whatever it may be. Who wrote these words anyway? Don't think there's... Oh, there's something here. They didn't write their name on the wall, but still you feel as if you could figure out who the author behind these etchings is. The wall is completely covered with the phrase, dare to say my name. There you go. So I've gone into the image's properties and it's got author MMTT. So maybe that's the answer. We have another diary entry from Uncle Halibut. My doctor suggested that I write about this line by line, so I'll give it a go. My big brother died on a rainy day. The rain wasn't enough to smother the flames. I couldn't help at all. I trembled for hours during that day. My brother, big brother, couldn't escape in time. I saw his face and body engulfed in fire. That thing did not look like my big brother. I wonder if Big Brother is Guppy's father. This is stupid. I don't need to recount step by step how my brother looked like a ghoul in his last moments. How is that supposed to help me? How is this supposed to end my headaches? I just ruined my morning writing this. And if I forget everything like everybody says, how is it that I can't forget my brother's withered face? How's that for amnesia? Big Brother from 1984. I hope it's not that complicated. MMTT, we think, is the answer. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. Great thinking. What kind of name is that, though? As you pass your hand through the wall, the thought of a name you can't pronounce zooms through your mind. You close your eyes and shake your head briefly. As you open them again, in front of you, the darkest passage so far is revealed to you. You delve inside. The torch you carry barely lights your arm, while everything else is completely lost in blackness. Shortly after, you start to doubt yourself and think of heading back. Your vision becomes completely devoid of light as the last spark from the stick expires. Rather than panicking, calm surrounds you. Somehow you feel even more capable of revealing what's hidden in the dark. We are just such good desktop explorers, chat. View hidden files. I'll read this one first. For a brief moment, you sense something behind you. Welcome back, me. Between the crevices of a wall, you are barely able to see what appears to be a human figure. After focusing a bit, you make out a withered face and a set of melancholic eyes. As you take your first step towards it, the stranger runs off, leaving the sound of pebbles tumbling on the ground. Melancholic eyes, eh? Do I reply to my shorts comments? I used to a lot. And I want to get in the habit of doing it again, but I have not in a long time. I think I've responded to one comment in the last month. I should, though. I think it's good for the soul. Alright, let's... this should have the answer in it, I think. The improvement of your vision has reached its peak. The dark still hinders your sight, but you feel comfortable moving within it. You even start noticing details in walls beyond arm's reach. You find a boulder next to you with an engraved warning. Is this the boulder? Flat stone? Oh. No, we have had another image appear. I know you saw me. Image. Huh. It keeps me grounded amongst my rising fame. Oh, it's more just about, like... yeah, my massive fame. It's more just about the gratitude thing of, like, if people make the effort of commenting on the shorts and they like it enough to comment, then it's keeps me motivated to make more, you know? I know you saw me. I don't see much, mate. Oh. Okay, this one's new as well. Keep out. Reaching this point must have required courage, but going past it is utter foolishness. Heed my words and turn back now before it's too late. Cassandra. Am I alive? Am I alive? Am I alive? Am I back? Now, okay. Sorry about that, chat. Just a little glitch in the matrix there. So we got this stalagmite formation, a bunch of letters. Oh, it's just Rubicon. I thought we were going to have to do some scrambling, but it looks like it's just Rubicon. You ignore Cassandra's warning and press on, only to find a contrasting scene. A calm and lighted room surrounded by stalagmites. You can clearly see the way forward, but your intuition tells you that these stalagmites are worthy of attention. Your short break soothes your anxiety. You carry on. Oh, I don't actually have a, we have a folder to go forward in, not a password protected one. Did you miss anything important? Not really. We've just been solving puzzles. The long and short of it is our uncle is Halibut. We're Guppy. This is his old computer. And we're solving a bunch of puzzles by investigating files and doing weird and wonderful things. There's that rune again. We saw that earlier. Have I ever played Poople? That sounds like a horrible time, maybe. Continuing the trail past the stalagmite scene, you reach an uneventful dead end. Based on your experience during this exploration, you are convinced that there's something more than meets the eye. You spend the following hour inspecting every crevice of the walls surrounded you. Now you can be absolutely certain there is no path forward. While scratching your head, pondering on what to do next, you hear a loud thunk far off behind the cave. Behind the cave? Wait, what happened to this puzzle? I don't remember these files being in here earlier. What's going on? So I've gone back to puzzle 1. We can't if I try to go back further, and try to go in prologue, but we can't access that. No escape image, and we got some runes there. We're gonna have to translate runes at some point. Our torch is now lit, and we've got a rune on our hand. Even after retracing your steps perfectly, you doubt your sense of direction. The cave's mouth is nowhere to be seen. It's only when you find the scroll from the beginning of your adventure on the ground that you hear the storm outside. You have successfully backtracked to the entrance, but the landscape has changed. The only exit from this cavern to the shore has now been replaced by walls and stalagmites. On the ground lies a chisel of some kind. You could use it to carve some symbols in this new landscape. Thanks for joining me. See you next time, champion. This is the original scroll. So how do we... Your senses tell you there's something hidden there. You've seen stalagmites before. Right. Hidden files. Puzzle 9, altar. That's probably just going to be the word we found here. Oh, which is Rubicon. This just gave you an idea for a catfishing article. Excellent. Is it for Rubicon? There we go. So to get to puzzle 9, we have to go all the way back to the start. You cleared puzzle 8. Things are getting a bit weird though. Why don't you stop here for today? Nope. Got a tree sign there. It's already there. What was it? Got a mural. Yeah, we're seeing the same runes here. We got the fire, this wave one, and then we got a moon. There was no excess of Satre play. Okay. The moment you stop carving, the wall before you starts to move. As if a small earthquake takes over the cave, the landscape revealed in front of you is now a long hall chamber. It resembles an auditorium or altar. Its features seem to be designed by humans, yet shaped by regular erosion. At the center you find an empty stretch of space surrounded by unordered piles of stones. Engraved on the ground, you read the following message. When the path towards truth is known, nature will lead me through stacking stones. When the path towards truth is known, nature will lead me through stacking stones. You wonder if something is missing here. There also seems to be a detailed mural on the back of the room. And you can't shake the feeling that it's hiding a different story. Yeah, that's that mural. I don't think we're going to have any hidden files in here. No hidden files. We've got another chrono log entry. Have to do a stacking puzzle? Good question. I think we're probably going to have to translate some runes. Yeah. Today I remembered something delightful, so I'll write about it and make it harder to forget. With the smell of cake in the oven, my nostrils tickled, and I couldn't shake the image of her smiling at me. I think of her not only as the model of the perfect mother, but also as the ideal wife. I know I have dreamed of having a family for as long as I can remember, but I can't help feeling nauseous knowing I basically took over another man's household. It's not my fault that a woman and a child need the presence of a father. I only wish to help. Why do I feel guilty when the only one at fault is their absent old man? I'm rambling again. My sweet memory is tarnished by sour shame. What would my brother think of me? So he's moved his way into another family here. Is this the Odyssey? Good question. See if there's anything in the source code here. Should you take this advice literally? You've been finding strange flat stones around the cave. So maybe the answer is the translation for the tree. So Miet. Oops, I accidentally copied that. I don't need a copy, matey. Renner. So if you put these together, rename it. Okay. Okay, that took me a second. Rename it. Was that the answer? Have we used that clue? Was that the answer for puzzle 4? I'll rename the image, the key file. Right. Okay, that was just a clue that we didn't need. Rubicon. That's also a tree, but different. I'm a little bit confused about this one. Maybe you stop carving, the wall starts to move. It resembles an auditorium or an altar. It features designed by humans. In the center, you find an empty stretch of space surrounded by unordered piles of stones. But I can't even see the piles of stones, can I? I can see this mural, which has 3 symbols on it. And I can see 1 flat stone. When the path towards the truth is unknown, nature will lead me through stacking stones. How am I supposed to stack stones? Something is missing here. Do I need to move? This is hiding a different story. Maybe I need to change this mural to an STP. No, we don't have permission to edit that file. Nothing interesting in the properties. Can I edit? No, we can't actually rename any of these files. The thing is, like, what I'm thinking is maybe we need to copy like these stones into that one. So we have flat stone S there. But I don't think I can actually copy and paste this into the other folder. Control C doesn't work. We don't get tooltips for what these all mean. I think that's rename. That's create a copy. That's look at the properties. That's recycle. That's compress. But I don't have a way to actually move this. Just delete or rename. What if I open a new window? Can I like drag this across? I can't drag it across. We have another stone here, flat stone M. So SML, small, medium, and large. We need to stack these somehow. I don't think it'll let me... Oh, I can open multiple images at once. Alright. Where am I going? Okay, I've somehow gotten lost. Yeah, you might be right about the stacking, matey. Got some family photos. 98. The date from there is probably important for something. 97. That might be us and our uncle, maybe? And don't forget, she's got symbols on her neck as well. Anyway, how do I get back into... Where's the folder? Ah, here we go. Desktop Explorer. There we go. We've got to stack the windows. Wow, that is tricky. That's the hardest one so far. Balancing the stones cracks something inside of them. They crumble instantly and reveal some sort of quartz shards inside. You hold a piece next to your eyes and notice the most interesting qualities. Depending on the angle, it changes color like a prism in the light. Is this what inscription meant by truth? It's broken open, yeah. Even the mural on the back of the room looks clearer behind the quartz. Its sigils shine in different colors. Right, so we have this color lens application now, which I am installing. Color me impressed. Colors have been added to your list of installed programs. You can access it via Start Menu Programs. I thought that would do something, but... we need to do it on the mural, don't we? Okay, maybe not. I don't see anything actually changing. Puzzle 10 Beyond. It says it's... Oh, there's filter? Right, okay. Oh. So maybe these different sigils represent different colors. Don't need that one anymore. Yes. So the different colors seem to represent different emotions as well. Blue seems to be sad, which makes sense. He's gone and he's got a big jug of alcohol. He became an alcoholic. Maybe this actually represents the relationship between the uncle and the child. Red, fire, heat, on fire. Angry. So he is angry. She's sad. And then yellow is happy, sunshine. Wow, he's got a big sphere with 2 rings around it and a bunch of eyes. I'm still... This makes you think of a Phoenix Wright game. I played a little bit of Phoenix Wright, but I think this is going to be a lot tougher than a Phoenix Wright game. Would be my guess. So what is it telling us about how we're supposed to translate the password? Seems you'll have to do something slightly different to exit this place. Do something slightly different. Oh, this is a security question. Right. Too cool for Phoenix, right? Yes. Indeed. Phoenix very right. What animal is bathing in the tears of grief? Well, that is a alligator or crocodile. Crocodile is accepted. Excellent. How many eyes are witnessing the bliss of acceptance? So bliss is yellow. So she's got 1 eye. 2, 3. I don't think that counts. What is a gavial? Oh, the animal you mean. Then we would be very stuck. 1, 2, 3. 5. So there's 10 there. 11. I think that's 1 there. 12, 13, 14. Was right. How did wrath manifest around the person on the boat? Fire. Nice. Who is the dead man on the boat? Do I know who they're talking about? I don't think we need this window anymore. I need to go back to our chronolog, I think. So is it the big brother of Halibut? Noting that this is Halibut's desktop. Can I just write brother? Oh, it accepted brother. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Our desktop's gotten all creepy like. Are you sure you should even be here? You shouldn't be here. Critical error. Oh god. I think we need to restart. Fatal error. Hopefully, like Plibus there, I don't need to remember that. Next OS, the sweaters. Oh, we can recover Maximus's password, who was a previous owner. What's my favorite dinosaur? T-Rex. No. Okay, I guess I don't remember seeing anything about a dinosaur yet. So let's just go back in as Halibut. A new chronolog entry. Pachycephalosaurus. It could be. What was all that? We get to determine our own entry. First of all, my uncle's dementia doesn't seem to have affected his notes at all. I thought the doctor said he already had trouble writing, even when I was a baby. I think his mind got worse really quickly. Why is he doing all this anyway? I don't want to be paranoid, but I feel like this is a lot of unnecessary stress. The nurse told me that depression is memory's worst enemy. Most importantly, did Desktop Explorer crash the computer right after changing the background and filling it with alerts? I think I need to tread carefully from now on. If any of the computer files get deleted or corrupted because of this program, I could lose whatever I have left from my uncle. I hope he didn't see what I saw, the faces when the computer crashed. I don't think he would have been able to withstand that. G'day, cat lover. I can't write on Chronolog whenever I want, only when I'm prompted to do so. Was Chronolog like this for my uncle too? Anyway, here it is. I wrote on my journal. Happy computer? Guess we want to get our old mate Desktop Explorer back, even after what he did. How do I open you, matey? Oh, we have the temple now as well as a new path. How do I get our mate back? Okay, I guess we'll go on without him for now, because I'm not actually sure how to get the little window up. To the temple. You are alone. A tall stone gate stands before you. Undoubtedly, you find yourself now at the entrance of some sort of temple. Torchlight shines the path ahead. Your senses have guided you away from danger so far. However, from this point forward, you'll need more than your intuition to continue. The Cave Fortuna is unrecognizable, even in name. The door reads a new title for this place. Shy. Ooh, 3 paths here. Anubis, Thoth, and Ra. So this is getting into Egyptian mythology then. There are 3 paths to exit this chamber, each protected by a stone guardian. An eye on the ceiling oversees this room. It's as if this engraved symbol wishes to witness your decision on how to proceed. Choose wisely. Right. We're only supposed to choose one. A dog-headed man overlooks path 1 with the name Anubis. Below his feet. The name Anubis below his feet. His stone gaze is a reminder of your fear of the unknown. An ibis-headed man watches over path 2 with the name of Thoth. Below his feet. His stone gaze is a reminder of your weakness to succumb to madness. A falcon-headed man guards path 3 with the name Ra below his feet. His stone gaze is a reminder of the frailty of the human body. In front of you lies a podium with a metal plate on top, a scarab depicted on it, along with 3 uniquely shaped holes. So, Anubis, Thoth, and Ra. Thoth is your favorite? We've got 3 holes here, like a rectangle one, a circle, and a diamond. I don't see if these are meant to map to those or not. Coast and square hole. Since I haven't found any files or computer settings to access the other users, my only guess right now is that Desktop Explorer has something to do with all of this. I just unlocked a puzzle that made me install another program called Color Lens. Right, so Uncle actually went through the same experience. I thought he made these puzzles, but we're retracing his step through these puzzles that were made by someone else, maybe one of the former users. However, I just read on NextOS manual that Color Lens comes pre-installed with the computer already. Is Desktop Explorer hiding things from the computer? Maybe it'll eventually let me access other computer profiles. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Yeah, I don't... It's on my end, Ambrose. I need to sort out my internet. Why are you trying to send so many... Let me... Okay, hopefully that's sorted it. Am I back? Thank you. Maybe it'll eventually let me access the other user profiles. I don't know if I'm imagining things, but some of the in-game text kind of resembles what I have been writing in my journal. The puzzle even has an Egyptian mural. My doctor says it's common for people with my condition to overthink stuff. I must remain calm. So we've learned that Desktop Explorer and all these puzzles, our uncle's already been through this and we're following his footsteps, so one of the previous users probably installed this. So we need to choose carefully which way we go. However, we need passwords no matter what, which I haven't figured out yet. I don't think these color filters are going to help on this image at all. Or on the chamber image, are they? I didn't think we'd find anything interesting. Huh. Okay. Okay, I think I'm back. I don't understand. Back? Oh my god. Am I actually back? Because I'm still getting weird pop-ups, although it says the stream health is good now. Think that's working? Hello? Hello? Seems okay for now. Okay, good. Oh. I've been away so long that it's put on a screensaver. Gosh. I wonder if we're gonna need this for, to solve a puzzle. Anyone remember 3D Maze screensaver? It's just going around in a block, and there's a little caterpillar. Alright. Okay, hopefully that'll work now. I've changed my Wi-Fi. So I'm not... monarch caterpillar. Was it actually a monarch butterfly caterpillar? We're supposed to choose wisely, but I need a password for all three. And I'm wondering, is it to do with these reminders? I don't know how to translate those. Used to find them on the milkweeds. So using the color... Excuse me. Using the color lens, I don't seem to be able to do anything for these pictures. Oh, I can probably check the source code. Nothing here either. Excuse me. Hiccups. An eye oversees the room. I'd love to make a decision on which one to proceed to, but we need to figure out the puzzle first. Oh, we can make our own story in Storyteller. That's strange. Do I like the movie The Mummy? Oh, geez, I haven't seen it in a long time. I always thought Brendan Fraser was a bit of a weird leading man. Bit of a strange one. He's made a big comeback though, hasn't he? Being a whale and such. Uniquely shaped holes. I suppose they've got their names below their feet, but I can't actually see those. Weakness to succumb to madness. So these puzzles were written with the uncle in mind, most likely, not us. Have we seen objects that I can maybe like layer images in other puzzles to fill these holes? I don't remember seeing objects that would fit. Shy. Oh, that's a good question, Ambrose. What's the screen background now? It's this eye. The Eye of Horus. That sounds right. Unfortunately, Horus is not one of our choices. I think Horus is the daughter of Ra and Osiris. If I've got my Egyptian mythology correct. What are you asking me to do? It would be funny if we have to solve this with knowledge from the Mighty Mew. It just assumes everyone's seen it. Like a bad connections puzzle. It assumes the most ridiculous knowledge. Can't rename these. Can't. Nothing in properties. Don't know why there would be. We haven't heard any references to Anubis, Thoth, or Ra at all so far as I'm aware. Let me open up the, one of these puzzles will make you enter 4 songs by some band we haven't heard of. Yeah. Gosh. How do I get the chronologue? That's what I'm looking for. Actually, let's go back to the cave. I don't think any of these characters match Osiris, Ra, or Thoth, do they? Because they all have like animal heads and these ones don't. So that's not terribly relevant as far as I can see. Oh, that's how we get Pizarro back. Maybe I need a hint. I just don't know what else, where it's asking us to look. What was the most recent one we unlocked? Maybe this one about color lens. This one's 14 years before that one. I don't know if I'm imagining things, but some of the in-game text kind of resembles what I have been writing on my journal. The puzzle even has an Egyptian mural. The doctor says it's common for people with my condition to overthink stuff. I must remain calm. That sort of hints that, like, this is the most recent entry we unlocked, that there might be something in the journal that leads us to the answer. But the Egyptian gods and these holes, I don't really see where the relevance is. Yeah, this one in 2012 where he's talking about his memory is 14 years after he actually went through all of these puzzles. A long time. Nauseous. It's not the fault though a woman and a child need the presence of a father. I only wish to help. Why do I feel guilty? What will my brother think of this? This is just not relevant, is it? And the only older one, it has to be older than this one. Big brother died on a rainy day. Couldn't escape. Ruined my morning writing this. I can't forget my brother's withered face. Let me just... So the brother was in the last puzzle of the cave, wasn't he? Oh no, it was, we have to get there a different way, don't we? This one. But I don't think color lens changed any of the faces and heads, did it? As in, it didn't change it to any of the The Egyptian gods' heads. No. I think that's the brother there who burned. Does it have something to do with our journal that we just wrote? It did say something about, like, taking a break for the day. I wonder if it's asking us to restart the computer. If any of the computer files get deleted or corrupted because of this program, I could lose whatever I have left from my uncle. Alright, let's get a tip. Remember that Desktop Explorer will only communicate passwords through the brackets format unless you have to figure it out on your own. That doesn't help me, mate. That's the only tips you got? You got one tip, mate? That's not even a useful tip. Oh, sorry, he's sort of blocked us by stream as well. Why is that empty now? That's weird. Anubis. Oh, the Eye of Horus has recorded our path decision. Whoops. I guess we're going Anubis. I just put in Anubis. Okay, I guess we weren't supposed to do anything. We have Anubis scale here. 90 kilobytes on the left, 40 kilobytes on the right. Any of these other filters do anything? Just the yellow, I think. Heart coin on the left, I guess. Whoa. Are we supposed to somehow make these scales even? Did I just add a coin to the right? Is that what I did? By crushing this threshold, you immediately feel lighter. However, the sensation goes beyond your physical body. You walk the line between spiritual harmony and eternal despair. How horrible. You reach a room surrounded by religious imagery. At the center rests a scale with coins on its plates. The left plate holds a coin with the engraved heart. The right plate holds a coin with a feather symbol. The scales are currently tilted to the right. The scale has a familiar sigil engraved on it. Right, that's the yellow sigil. You want your heart to be lighter than a feather. I can't, how do I reset this? Oh, it's not. Oh, that was an old version of the image I had open, which was 9030. Now it's 9120. Oh, do I need to? If I delete that, oh, it comes back. What about on the right plate? Right, I can delete the file. 9040. So if I go back and I make a copy of this, now we're 180, 120. I guess I could do the maths on how to get this even. Or I could just keep doing this until it's even. Just a couple more, chat. Just a couple more. 360, 270. There we go. Balance frees me from the jaws of Amit. You saw a funny post of someone pretending to be Anubis as a big YouTuber, live streaming weighing hearts. Wow. I wonder if we don't get to do the other puzzles because we chose Anubis now. How far down a path this will lead us. Good job. I thought you would have cleared this one quicker though. Everything okay? Go away, Pizarro. I don't want to hear it, mate. Locked jaws. The clicking of the scales triggers an opening on the floor. A set of downward stairs is revealed. The walls reverberate with a spiritual approval of some kind. You can't quite understand its meaning. A slightly flooded floor welcomes your descent. The religious scriptures around the walls are now partially covered with vines, and a large sculpture of a crocodile's head rests on the nearest wall. Crocodile's head, eh? That was the animal in the water. The room is dark, but you can clearly see multiple unlit torches around you. There is something inside the crocodile's jaws, but opening by force proves futile. On a hunch, you speak loudly. Abracadabra. Very colourful. No luck. However, you know there is power in your words. Scanning this room again, you start to remember something that could work. Too many windows open. We didn't do anything with those slots either. Just gonna close some of these windows that we're not using anymore. These carving on the floor, haven't we seen similar things in previous puzzles? So Elephas, I think, was the solution to puzzle 2, wasn't it? Puzzle 4 was the key. I must never forget this. I wanted to get little Guppy a stuffed animal at the zoo, so I let her choose whichever she wanted. I tried my hardest to convince her to pick this giant bass plushie, but I think she figured out I was trying to influence her. She's so clever. It was really cute. She ended up deciding on a small stuffed dinosaur. Wouldn't you know it, of all possible toys, she chose a Stegosaurus. Well, there's a name of a dinosaur which we need to access another account. Sure, but I couldn't help making the connection to Maxine. It was cute, sure, but I couldn't help making the connection to Maxine. I don't know who Maxine is. Must be a thing between tough girls. I hope someday they can get to know each other. You tried to find and just got a page of the best Anubis memes and it's horrible. Okay. I guess we'll put in Stegosaurus and get into this other account. It's not Stegosaurus. Did I spell that right? Is it Stegosaurus? Oh, right. I need to put it in here. Whoops. Stegosaurus, right? No. I wonder... Maximus is probably Maxine. But that's not Maxine's favorite dinosaur. That's Guppy, or our favorite dinosaur. Stegosaurus. I put it in right, didn't I? Stego. Stegosaurus. Oh, with the US. Oh, gosh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay, I didn't put it in right. What does the first letter of my future school's name stand for? Future school's name? How can that be a recovery question? Yeah, I realized, Ambrose. Right. University. S for school. Right. Okay. So I guess we need more information before we can get into Maxine's. Anything in the source code here? Perhaps a different magic word will do the trick, because abracadabra did not work. Don't be afraid to modify files. Power in words. Can't rename. How can I modify it if I can't rename the file? Can't compress either. We haven't used file flattener yet. We haven't learned any different magic words, as far as I can think. I start to remember something that could work. Crocodile's head. Multiple unlit torches around you. We did have to light a torch at the beginning. Well, we didn't light the torch, but we proceeded and our torch was lit. Oh, I think we're meant to edit this file and change magic word. But what could the magic word be? Open sesame. Your words echo strongly within the room. Nothing changes as your voice fades. Sounds resemble hurried footsteps from not far behind. Yelling alone in a corner of an ancient temple isn't your idea of safety. The religious scriptures around the walls are now partially covered with vines, and a large sculpture of a crocodile head rests in the nearest wall. You see multiple unlit torches around here. You're positive that there is power in your words. Scanning the room again, you start to remember something that could work. Anyone remember any magic words we've had? Something from the cave? One of these, maybe the answer was yelling out a word. They must like short form video if they put vines all over the wall. RDRR. Ooh, I don't think I've checked the color lens on this one, actually. No escape, no escape, no... That's a little bit dire. up some symbols for that one. Pronouncing the name you read. Now we hold a torch of suspicious origin. So is it that one we need? Ayana. Let's try Ayana. Everything is fine. It's a good meme. Oh no, I need to edit this file, don't I? There we go. Elephas, Cassandra, Rubicon, Portinus. 1, 2, 6, 8, 4. Wow, that is a lot of... It's just as at the beginning of your adventure. The moment the word leaves your lips, every torch bursts aflame. So Ayana is the torch lighter. Lighting word. As the fire's radiance takes over every corner, the water on your feet and the vines on the walls disappear immediately. The jaws of the crocodile statue open up, revealing a yellow lockbox. As you lift it, clear words echo in your mind. Well done, clever child. Use this knowledge to open my lockbox. The numbers say what letter to take from the words? I don't even recognize most of these words yet. Oh, well, that's really a stalactites puzzle. Right. Ah, we match it to this left wall. 8th letter of key is S. Duh. What was whale? I don't remember the Moby Dick puzzle. Fire was the one we just put in. Which was, of course, Inanna. So 3-3 is AA. That's not very promising, is it? You see no whale. Sekataru. Looks like an elephant. Oh, this one. Okay. Yeah, that is. I thought it was a whale and it had like flip. Does anyone else see a whale? Does anyone else look at that and see a whale? It's an elephant's face. I see that elephant's face looking left now. I thought it was a whale going right. Okay. So, Worms made some progress. Yeah. We think the first letter is S from Portinus. S, E, K, H, E, T, A, R, U. Yeah, I think you nailed that worm very quickly. Like, wow, okay. That is right. Well done. To be honest, I did not think you could do it. I guess old dogs can learn new tricks. Calm down, Pizarro. Very passive aggressive, you know? One man's trash is another man's treasure. I don't know what that is. You hold in your hands a small yellow treasure chest. You could imagine the possibilities of what could be hidden here. Gold coins, forbidden amulets, a map out of here. Opening it reveals nothing but a small note. You can't do anything with it, but interpret its meaning. Whatever it means, you are certain that obtaining this message is your reward for clearing the temple's path. Yes, the note must be hinting the treasure is hiding elsewhere. It says we're holding a small yellow treasure chest, but it also says it's hiding elsewhere. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So we need to... Oh, I know. Chad, have you figured it out? I figured out where we need to look. Waste bin. Can I change the shake rate? Is the shake rate too high? What a find. Putting trash to good use, I see. Enjoy your treasure. Oh, in the code. I guess we could try and see what happens. Let's change 0.3 to 3.3. Look at it go. Yeah. That's a good thought. I'm sure we're going to have to solve some puzzle with that at some point. So we have the topaz now, but what's our next step? We still can't go on to Maxine's thing because we don't know her favorite. No, the name of the school that she went to. We have her dinosaur, which is Stegosaurus, spelt correctly. Whatever, Maxine. What do we do with topaz? I don't think color lens. Yeah. We know we only need to use color lens when we see the symbols. Ah, you're so clever, Ambrose. Topaz goes in the square hole. Doink. Wait, that did lock in, didn't it? I guess we have to do the other two paths? Is it gonna let us in? Oh, this is one of my favorites, right. It's weird how the entrance to these paths is just the file name. Which hole does the cylinder go into? Square hole. That's me recreating the meme. Alright, Ambrose said this one is his favorite, Thoth. You go through a cloud of smoke to pass this threshold, engulfed by the scent of incense. Your senses are heavily clouded and you feel dizzy. Is your memory failing you? How long have you been here? Did you just arrive? Were you about to leave? The room you find yourself in is as puzzling as your thoughts. Countless mirrors cover the walls of a labyrinth in front of you. Walking through it without aid is impossible. Luckily, there are map pieces in one of your pockets. Were they always there? Did you always have pockets? A clouded mirror is in your sight. It has a familiar sigil engraved in it. Too many windows. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. What does that mean? Green. Our purple goes from green through blue to red. Alright. Oh, okay. Map fragment 1. Map fragment 2. So I need to somehow get something that I can put over here. Oh, too many images like always, eh? I don't need you, mate. Don't... Oh, I do want to keep the topaz up, actually. Oh, no, I close it. I don't need that one. I feel so conflicted. I miss her so much, but I think ultimately she just desired to be alone. Looking at the whole picture, I can't help but assume the worst. I must latch on to whatever hope her mum still holds. My only lead right now is very loose, but it's the only thing I've come up with. Max used to go on and on about the CMAA. CMAA, is that her college? Maybe she's fulfilling her dreams of studying art, or at least is taking a course there. I wonder if C is just college. If it is, university was incredibly close. If she submitted a portfolio or an application, could we track her activity with the help of a private detective? We should at least be able to ask the page, cmaa.com/main page. I'll find time to do so soon. I've been so busy taking care of the baby. Baby, eh? Cascadia. That's weird that the page comes up because the internet's not working. Oh, there we go. Won't let us go into any of the pages. Okay. I think it's going to ask us another question, which we need to get through the third door. Middle name, yeah, I don't know, Maxi. Yeah, Cascadia is my next guess as well. So this is telling us we need to have a purple... Oh, there we go. Okay, I just needed to put my mouse on it. I thought we needed to get a purple thing somehow. Map fragment 3 and 4 have been added. We were going from green to red, weren't we? Sorry, let me just remember. Yeah, green to red we need to go. How are we gonna do this? So when I go on green, it starts. But the problem is... I don't see a way to, like, make this window smaller. Wait, what if we compress with file flattener? Dang. We don't have permissions to edit. What if we make our way outside the puzzle somehow? No, I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, if I was thinking maybe we need to like put our thing outside the window, but it just resets. Oh, I got it. 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 We open up multiples, chat. That's what you do. You open it up 3 times. That ought to do it. Now we use all of our sweet dexterity puzzles. Powers. Big brain. If I stuff up now, I'm going to cry. What a jump scare, huh? Not funny, Clippy. Mirror dot image. Played that game. Yeah, I've played games like that. Nothing for red. Some half sigils for blue. And, oh, wow, we got a lot going on with yellow. You go through a cloud of smoke to pass this threshold. Engulfed by the scent of incense, your senses are heavily clouded and you feel dizzy. Is your memory failing you? How long have you been here? Oh, we read this before. Numbers? Ah. Right, so these are all reflected. That's 2, that's 5. 5, 2, 6, 7. Well done, Ambrose. Very smart. That's right. Well done. Wowee, wasn't that cool? I wish I could forget it to experience again. 6, 7. Now we've got a blue box to open. Wow, okay. Time seems to have an effect on this room. The hourglass clicks for every hour I've been stuck in here. Translating my notes so far has revealed to me this poem. On a dark night, a blue moon rises, while a red eye leaves the sky, leaving a tune from up high. Right, so blue moon and red eye. Actually, I'm not sure. Most popular Anubis meme is a 6-7 meme. How vile. Plenty blood-stained feathers fall slowly to the ground while sapphire scepters rise as many as time decides. When you look closely, sand foretells the path. The sum of all is more important than the value of its parts. Right, so we got to add some things up. Think carefully and you'll realize time takes all but memories. Lastly, I see something written on the wall, a clue of some kind. It says red face 48, but the red face appears when the hourglass marks 12 hours. Oh my god. What am I missing? I don't understand. The sand is rising. Time is running out. Time's gone red now. Are we actually on a time? That's my current time as well. Every single mirror collapses around you. Looking in a panic, you spot a dried out corpse next to old notes. There is something in the hand, a decorated hourglass interacting with only adds to your confusion. Is your mind playing text on you? Can I edit the code? It says the mirror's shattered and we don't actually have... Oh no, we can go back and access that. A blue moon rises while a red eye leaves the sky. I mean, that's a moon. We don't have an eye, so I don't think we're using this mirror anymore, are we? Oh, I haven't opened this one yet. An old time tracking device. How antique. Our modern clock is so much, but wait, why did it turn red? 5 there. So only blue filter. A blue moon rises. Red face equals 48. But the red face appears when the hourglass marks 12 hours. Can I set my in-game time? I can. This is an old trick we used to do to play different Wordles, chat. Okay, so I think we've got to get the numbers for these 4 symbols, add them all up. But it says red face equals 48. And if I put the hourglass on 12, it gives us 4, not 48. But we also have 4 there. Animal Crossing time travel as well. They do that when speedrunning certain games. Like change the time on the Switch. Right, so you can just like, if it's supposed to wait, you just put the time forward and it's like, oh wow, you've waited 8 hours. Here's your cherries which have grown. RNG manipulation, oh yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Are we supposed to translate this into 8? Are these like 2? Maybe these on the right are 2 and on the left is 1? So that's 12. 2, 4, 6, 8. 48. I think that's probably it. Each of these are 2. So let's find blue moon first. There's moon. That must be blue moon. Oh, but that's got all 5 lit up. What is... Oh, I don't understand. How does this translate to 48? Right, it's time, isn't it? So do we translate this into a clock interface somehow? The sand itself isn't changing, is it? Oh, the sand itself changes as well. So this line is just measuring how much sand has gone down. But why does it move to the left on these ones? It's not an AM PM thing. Or how much has gone up? Don't you start to bring in your crazy theories in here, worm. Sand is rising, as in the level of the sand in the lower half of the hourglass? Yes. Well, yes, I guess. No. Just that the sand is rising. $4.48. I am reading that right, aren't I? 48. Whoops. The sand is rising, time is running out. Pyramids. I mean, is it just going to be 70? It's Mercury rising in the thermometer, as Simon would say. Because this is, I mean, it's weird that it's 48 as well. I mean, oddly enough, 48 is 4/5 of 60 an hour. But if it was just that we're supposed to take that number, why would we have this number here? Because this number doesn't match the time. Does the minute do anything? I don't think so, but we can check. No, see, it only just clicks over on the hour. Oh no, that's all 6. I was thinking that was 5, but it's... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's only 4. Okay, so it's not 4/5 of an hour being 48 then, because we have 6 lines, unless it wants us to overflow. Y'all got songs stuck in your heads. Red face appears when the hourglass marks 12. Alright, maybe I'll just assume that these are all worth 2. And then this is a tens digit. So that's 40 plus 8. I don't love it, but I don't really know what else to try. Alright, so blue moon. So that would be 72. I'll just use chat as my notepad. Oh, if my keyboard works. Come on, keyboard. 72. Red eye. There's the... I think that's the eye? 24. Sapphire Scepters is probably that one, which is 36. And now we just need Bloodstained Feathers. Is that a feather? Oh, I need to match the colors as well. Okay, ignore all that chat. We're starting again. Yeah, so we have blue and red. I guess every 6 hours. Clean chat. So we're starting with Blue Moon, which is that one. So that's probably 12 then. Now we need to go to Red Eye, which is 24. Bloodstained Feathers, so red feathers, which is, I think that's feather, isn't it? 60, I guess. And then Sapphire, oh gosh, 60. And then Sapphire Scepters. Which is also 60? I don't think this is going to be right, is it? What's that? 120 plus 36, 156. It's not right. How do I translate you, matey? Maybe because blue's on the left, I need to put the number before the 5 on blue and then after the 5 on red. But I still don't like how these are overflowing into 10s. Because that would be what, 105, would it? Red face. Yeah, I don't like it either. But why is this 48? You can see the water sigil inscribed on the hourglass. That doesn't really help us. We've figured that out already. Okay, so if we assume... I don't understand how to translate this. It has to have something with time and a clock, because it's an hourglass. What does it mean? The hourglass clicks for every hour in here. Equals 48. Yeah, I already thought about the ticks being divided by 60 for the minutes. So then, but the reason that falls apart is because 1, then you'd have 12-minute increments, right? 12, 24, 36, 48, and then 5 would be 60. But that gets weird because then we have some that have 6 lines. So, I mean, aren't these... So that would imply that these lines are 10-minute intervals rather than 12-minute intervals. But if that's the case, how do we translate this into 48? Why, like, what is this 4 number doing? And then we might have 40 here, but then we have a 4 there. The sum of all its parts is more value. Parts. I'm like this archaeologist. What am I missing? I don't understand. The sand is rising, time is running out. Why does this mean 48? And why is blue... Blue is on the left and red is on the right. AM and PM doesn't matter, it's just the 12 hours. You got a hint for me? Remember that Desktop is one computer? Yeah, I know, mate. Remember to take rope. Yeah. You've run out of tips. You said I had a calculator up. I don't see it, matey. Oh, next sum. Maybe... No. How do the numbers, bottom numbers count as I change the hour? I think it's random, isn't it? So we go to 1, it goes 2, 5, 6, 1, 4, 3, 5, 3. It's random and there are repeats. Those are the amount of ticks. Oh, are they? Oh wow, they are just the amount of ticks. Okay, I've missed something very obvious there. Thank you, Worm. Okay. So we only need to worry about the one number. Right, so maybe we just multiply by 12. Because to turn 4 into 48, you multiply by 12. 4 and then 4 plus 4? I mean, maybe. I'm gonna do my multiply by 12 thing first. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, blue moon we're starting with. That's a red moon. 1. So we start with 12. You got an idea, do you, Worm? Red eye. Number on hourglass times hour on clock. Ah. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that sounds better than what I thought of. Because that is 12, isn't it? I reckon you're onto something. Okay. Starting again. Blue moon. So we're starting with 4 because that's 1 and it's 4 a.m. 4 o'clock. Thank you. Red eye. Two times 9, 18. Red feathers. Five times 7, which is 35. And finally, blue scepter. That's red scepter. Two times 5, which is 10. 45 plus 4 is 49, plus 18 is 57. How can that not be right? How are you saying that's not right? 67? Good teamwork. Well done, Worm. That was a tough puzzle indeed. Oh my god, my math ain't mathin'. That's only 10 off, that's pretty good. The game should have gone close enough. Good effort. Well done, Worm. Good puzzle solving. You hold in your hands a small blue treasure chest. You imagine the possibilities of what could be hidden here. Ancient knowledge, buried truths, a map for the exit. Opening it reveals nothing but a lump of coal. Oh, it's Christmas. To say it's a disappointment is an understatement. Whatever this is for, you are certain that obtaining this rock is your reward for clearing the temple's path. Right. So that goes in the square hole, I guess. Don't need you anymore. Hi. I can hear the microwave on downstairs. Maybe it's the microwave interfering with it. Could be. I need to look into this. How do we do something to this raw ore to make it less raw? A useless rock, perhaps many years in the future to be worth something. Wow, okay. Not allowed to use the microwave when streaming. Yeah, it might be the case. I'm not sure. It's been so long, I guess patience does pay off. Okay. One to go. I want to finish this puzzle before we end stream. Oh, I've accidentally closed the Desktop Explorer. Last one. Our fiery hands, eh? Only the heaviest coals will draw answers from flesh. A wave of heat hits you immediately as you cross the threshold. You find yourself in a furnace room of some kind. You struggle to keep your eyes open. Through the heat haze, you find that below your feet lie hundreds of burning coals. I know we're going to have to edit effects on text at some point. You are barely able to hold one in your hand. Your fingers subtly swell. You struggle to take a clear look at them in the heat haze. There is a familiar sigil on your hand. Oh, we do know this, actually. That was the first puzzle, chat. Alright, let's look at these files first. No, where were you? There was a scroll in that one file. I just want to find the two images. That went together. Is it this one? Yeah, this is it. Oh, it was rename it. Right, so this symbol means rename it. It doesn't let us... Oh, rename these ones. I guess we change it from Burning Coal 1 to... Coal 1? It's saying that I can't use this extension. So maybe coal1.image. Just an ordinary coal. Coal2.image. Coal3.image. And they're all just giving us regular old coal pictures. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. 103 items? A 100 bits of coal now. You've learned a way to see through the flames. Rename it. I don't think these filters are going to do anything. So what are we... What are we trying to do? Tomb site we're trying to access. The heaviest coals will draw answers from flesh. Heaviest coal 1. Coal 67. Just an ordinary coal. Put the coal in the hand? No. Heavy coal 1. What about number 100? Huh. If I leave the name as burning coal, it still turns into ordinary coal. So how do we know which is the heavy coal? How do we know which is the heaviest coal? Hundreds. What puzzle was the symbol rename it from? Puzzle 4, I think, of cave. Puzzle 5. Oh, I got it. I figured it out. Man, if you're like Gen Alpha and you're not used to using a desktop, you'd really struggle with this game, I think. Sort by size. I hope nice as well, but let's see. Fire reveals all truth. More coals like this will suffice. I don't understand. What do I do with this? You'd get there by brute forcing, indeed. So that one's 77 kilobytes. And the rest of them are 5, are they? Yeah, so only this one that is unique. Oh, you're so clever. Yeah. Nice. You must keep going. Truth requires sacrifice. This isn't going well. Sarmat. Alright. That's quite vile. This puzzle's a bit longer than the others. I warn you though, some stuff may be hard to bear. You must stay focused. Oh gosh. Your searing skin starts deforming and the blisters on your hand contort into weird shapes. It's as if these pustules could spell words. You lift your gaze and see a path between the heat's mirages. As if following known steps, you stumble upon a small tomb with 2 sarcophagi. One of them rests with its contents empty. On its feet, a dried-out corpse lies face up. Another dead adventurer with a story they no longer can tell. The remaining sarcophagus is closed shut. You can't force it open with your burnt hands. Your close inspection finds an epitaph inscribed in its coffin. My rule brought prosperity as I abided by the will of the gods. However, I do not wish to be remembered if my 3 most loyal servants are to be forgotten for their common blood. To the 3 who have done what no one else could. Number 1. Record my life as I recounted it in your logs. Number 2. Understand my vision for a colourful future. Number 3. Leave notes across the kingdom for my subjects to abide their pages. Whoever wishes to speak my name must first acknowledge my 3 servants. If you decide on ignoring my desires, then by the same will of the gods that made every flower bloom, your body will rot. Shouldn't have burnt my hands, it was the only way, matey. Deadly mistake. We got the rename it symbol there. Okay, I'm convinced I've gone insane. This is the last one before the 14-year break. You know what happened to my brother and mocked me for it. I almost threw up when I saw the burnt skin images. I struggle to remember my phone number, and yet I clearly see my brother's skin in my mind. I keep going back to the game's text because I'll keep forgetting what I have answered or what I have seen. I'm in both disbelief or disgust. If I plan on using this computer any longer, I need to get rid of this program. I feel like an idiot writing this, but if Desktop Explorer is reading this message, I'm installing you. I'm not answering any more of your riddles. The only reason I'm deleting the entire hard drive is because Max's information is still here. I'm not deleting the hard drive. Piss off. Are you keeping it hostage? Are you reading this? Am I stupid to think so? Am I even going to remember this tomorrow? Hello? So I think this log still didn't get Max's middle name, indeed. I think this log is probably related to the first clue. Then we've got a note we need to find in a page. We've also got vision for colourful future, which makes me think we need to use the colour lens. Pillaged Tom? Oh yeah, tomb. That's funny. Got a corpse.error. I'll just get rid of these for now. Help. The scars resemble a visual instruction and a note. So that looks like a window we need to open, a help window. This? Note page, serial key. Ditch the old pen and paper and all your notes organized in the digital world. The serial key? SS03-Mpetia? Is that the note one? Oh gosh, this is a tricky puzzle. What else do we have in this directory? There was a fire symbol. On the help. Oh wow, good call. Third and lastly. Yeah, so this is the third one. Yeah, I didn't pick it up because it was different, but that is a big pickup. To bring her back, the deadly mistake you now witness shall be compressed and opened anew. Okay. So we're finally using the compressor. Okay, that didn't work. If I compress it and then uncompress it, it doesn't seem to do anything. So how do I... Oh, maybe I need to rename it to deadlymistake.image after I compress it. Doesn't allow me to rename it when it's compressed, but it does allow me to rename it when it's not compressed, which is weird. Maybe it's already done something that I haven't picked up. I don't know. Compressed and reopened anew. It says a deadly mistake. I could try compressing corpse. No, that's the same as well. Is there a way I can open this when it's compressed? Author halibut. I don't think I can even copy it. I can duplicate it actually. Oh, what if I restore to previous state? No, that doesn't do anything either. Compress and delete, nothing. Can't rename. I don't... Compressed and opened anew. Maybe it's already done something. What are you asking of me, mate? Future. Alright, sorry chat, I gotta get back to work. I've been going way over time already, but we will solve this one next time, don't you worry. I'm quite enjoying this game, so I'm gonna continue with it next week. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you all. We're gonna figure this one out with a fresh brain next week. Thanks again, champions. Good to see you. Bye for now.